Hello, boys and girls. This is Miss Marcia at Lake Whitney Library welcoming you to another STEM science experiment. We're so happy to have you join us. I'm going to take my mask off, although I wear it for safety, and I hope you're wearing yours so I can talk better. So, today we're going to do a STEM experience. Now remember, STEM stands for science, technology, engineering, and math. So this is kind of an engineering science thing. And we're going to do a simple machine today. There are several simple machines. One's called an inclined plane. One is a lever and a wedge, a wheel and axle, a pulley, and a screw. And all of those things are used in almost everything you do. When you're driving a car, that wheel and axle is running. When you change a flat, the lever and the wedge are used. So many things are used in our everyday life, and we don't even realize that it's a machine and it's science and it's what makes the world go round. So, today we're going to do what is called a wedge, a winch pulley. And so a pulley and a winch help you lift something very heavy. So let's say you had a well in your backyard and you wanted to lift a bucket of water out of that well, and you just tried to do it by your hand, the bucket of water might be way too heavy for you to do. But you could put it on a pulley and have a rope attached to it and pull, and the weight is dispersed in such a way that it's much easier for you to do. So I'm going to show you a little neat experiment that you can do with probably everything that you already have in your house. A lot of things you're going to be recycling. So to start with, you need cardboard tubes, such as from paper towels, and you need a spool like ribbon comes on, and a straw or a pencil, you can use either, and string, tape, and some scissors. And then you're going to use a small basket. I made my own basket out of a toilet paper tube. So let's begin. First, you are going to, I used just a piece of cardboard from a cardboard box as my base. And I took the two tubes from the paper towels and I fixed them with some duct tape, and I just happened to get this flashy, pretty duct tape just so it would show up on this little video. And I just stuck these in line, so this is all going to line up. And then I decided to use straws, so I took my straws, I pushed two straws together, and I made sure I had enough room, and I made a little notch in each paper towel tube and cut out a little area, cut a little notch in each side.
Oh,
So,
bring that so they can see.
yeah, cut a little notch so your straw, you can also use a pencil, but I decided to use these straws. So I put two straws together and put them there. So that works. So then the next thing we're going to do is we did the cut, Now we're going to take the spool and I'm going to stick my straw through the hole in the spool. I'm going to roll this up. Then I'm going to stick this, put this onto here. I'm going to show you a little trick though. If you don't, in my spool, if I have a straw that has a little perforated thing that turns inward, so you can move it around. So I'm going to use that for my handle. This works so much better when no one is watching. So, I have my straws together, and if you just turn, if you don't have this attached, it won't work. So, you want to get a little bit of tape and fasten this so the whole thing doesn't misfire. So, and then you're going to use, and I cut a little pieces off of toilet paper tube, and just to be cute, I covered it in the tape. And so, and this is like a spool of ribbon that you would use for decorating a package or wrapping a package with. So I'm going to take my spool, and I'm going to run the ribbon through it and tie it a knot so it doesn't come loose. And that's going to be my basket. And let's just pretend we have something heavy in there. And now it is there, and we're going to wind our spool going to pull. I'm going to take this one off and use the one I did for a sample because I think I did it a little better. I did all those same steps. So we are going to put it in our little grooves. And we're going to wind. And there it goes. So it picks up our little basket. Isn't that fun? So if you wanted to, you could put 2 of the paper towel tubes and make a much taller one, and you would get to see it go up much farther. So let's get John to kind of come in close. And see how it winds up. Or not. There we go. One more drop.
There we go.
Here we go. Well, anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this, and just to let you know that the library has a great book called 100 plus fun STEM projects and why they work. An awesome science experiments for kids. So there are all kinds. You can make a catapult and just all kinds of great, a yeast balloon. You let yeast blow up your balloon. You can do a little electricity experiment and make a flashlight out of a penny. You can do a bridge with craft sticks and clothespins. So you might want to come by the library and check this out because it's a really, really neat little book. And also next month we will be doing a kids cooking again. And just so you know, this is a new book in the library, and it's called Kids in the Kitchen. And it has 100 recipes and tips for young home cooks. And you can check this out, and there are just all kinds of great things that, number one, kids like to eat, and number two, that kids can make themselves. So next month we'll be doing a recipe here in the library on our video that kids can do themselves. And if you want to come by the library and check out this book and start some home cooking yourself. So we would love to see you in the library. We would love for you to check out these STEM books. And you know, cooking itself is a science experiment, and cooking is an art, but it's also a science because there's so many things about cooking that are science. You're changing different ingredients, putting them all together and making them into something different than they all started out with. So that will be fun next month. And don't forget, come by and check out our books. And I can't wait to see you. Thank you so much.